ask you guys a favor? About 5 years ago, I had Faith when she was a little kid up on a panel with Todd and Billy and David and myself. It was like 5 years ago, and I still have that photo. Can we recreate that photo if anyone has? Can someone send me the photo? If anyone took pictures?
I posted you on something that I tagged.
Thank you so much. It would mean so much to me. Thank you.
Faith was this big.
And she
Thank
was
you.
up on the panel.
Thank you for that totally unscripted intervention there. Can I say this is about you who've come here? So if you would like to put, you don't have to have a YouTube channel. If you want to put your hand up and you have a question for someone on the panel, then please do it now, and I'll bring the microphone over.
Paul, tell him the asterisk.
Okay, I'm hijacking this right now, okay?
Okay, look, my work here is done. It's been a pleasure anyway. Cheers. Right.
I can't remember exactly what time it is that we have the big mass card signing. Is it 5 o'clock?
I can find it up.
Okay, there's going to be a big mass card signing where about 30 or 40 people are going to be autographing their trading cards as gifts to everybody who's here. And here are some of the cards that will be unveiled at that time. We're going to do this real fast. This guy here, Paul Drury, right now he's discovering that he's on a trading card. And here's, stand up here, Paul, here's his award.
Have you really done that?
No, I've really done that. So, and he's going to be going with a group of other cards back to England and get ready to create. The card will be available out at the signing, okay?
Thank you.
So you've got 2 copies, one for both personalities, okay? One for each.
Paul, do they play darts anymore?
Do we play
Oh, this is for your dartboard. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very. Now, Matthew Ackerman, get up here. Let me grab this. There's one at the end here that is Marcy. Get up here. Marcy's accepting this on behalf of her and her husband, a trading card for them, recognizing them as being incredible contributors. Because the whole idea behind the card set is that it's for people who contributed to the global video game culture. So thank you. So Brandon, okay. So essentially, these cards will be unveiled at the big group signing that's in like a couple hours or something. Ooh.
Thank you for putting my wife's name first. She kind of keeps me in line.
First on the bank account.
Doesn't she always put her name first?
That's right.
We got the card from the hotel for our room. It actually says Mr. and Mrs. Marcy Speck. So that just tells you who wears the pants in the relationship.
Get up here, Matthew. Thank you very much. So be sure to come and get their cards. You see I'm rushing because we're almost out of time. Matthew is a local boy who made the, you're 16? 17. Yeah, a lot bigger. So you're bigger than the photo there. So he is the Twin Galaxies ice cold beer champion who got that score here last year. There is a higher score out there that he's gunning for right now, done by a man from Denmark, is it? From Denmark, so he's going to do that. So his card will be out there also unveiled at the big signing. So congratulations very much, Matthew. So Matthew Ackerman,
But I always say, when somebody puts together a championship score and somebody goes ahead of it, that's because we work so hard to build a culture of competition. Whether somebody has a higher score than him or not, he's still a champion. You know, when Tiger Woods plays, he's a champion. And then he comes in second or third place. They don't push him out with the trash, he's still a champion. He just didn't win the last one.
Now, I apologize that there's this rushed energy, but we're out of time. But these fellows will have their trading cards out there, and you can meet them and hear more explanations about their career. So Remy here, Remy is a game designer who's one of the up-and-coming game designers for the region, and we honor people who are game designers because there's an incredible contribution to keep just the science, the technology, and the artistic culture of this whole phenomenon moving forward. So Remy can talk to you in person. I normally have everybody give a long monologue, but we're out of time. And Eric Stone, he's a competitor for pinball this year, and he won IFPA's National Pinball Championship last year. So we're honored to unveil his trading card here. And Marcel Gonzalez, I mean, what can we possibly say about the man of Southern Florida who does so much stuff for the incredible competitive world?
He has done the Arcade Pinball Expo, and everybody here has a personal responsibility because he says he's retired. Everyone here has a personal responsibility to harass him into continuing the shows. And boy,
I just want to say, Ape is not dead.
No.
Just taking a little siesta. Siesta.
It's funny, the different posters and different things we do, and his show was the very first show. His poster had number 1 on it. So, way back when.
Okay, these.
Uh-oh.
So the great, legendary Brian Collin.
Lock him off.
Brian, most amazing game designer just about ever. So amazing. So his card is one of the best cards you gotta get while you're here today. So I'm sure Brian would have a lot to say, but I'm just gonna have the grand finale essentially.
Thank you, is what I want to say.
Thank you for all that you do, Brian. Brian's got a wonderful card. Thank you very much. Okay, now, this is the big moment. While all you hear, it's good that there are so many of us here because this is important that we have this opportunity to thank this person who is so kindly, so modest, so devoted to the welfare of other people, who will go to any lengths to make sure everything worked out for everybody else. So is the man here in the room? Brandon, is he here? Ladies and gentlemen, a trading card for Brian Jones.
All right!
And the card we chose, it says Brian Jones, the linchpin of the Central Florida arcade scene, but that's an under-exaggeration. I mean, he's like one of the cosmic forces of the whole national culture. So essentially, we have a picture of him with the 5 reactor, was it 6 reactors? 6 reactor machines. That's a great photograph. That card is going to be out there, circulated all over. We're sure to get him. And by the way, make sure you come and get all these people to sign their cards, because that's a very cool thing that's becoming popular. Now, you guys know that I'm in history. I've been in history a lot. I've studied things with yearbooks, I've studied things with old newspapers, I've studied things with business card history, and with the video game history, and yearbooks. And a close friend of mine is here who's also part of the historical process of studying history through the process of business cards. Get up here and get your award, Michael. Michael and I are both in an organization that studies history that you find in business cards, because the business cards are like a trajectory of modern business history going back in the past. And he's like an internationally known expert who actually deals with lots of business leaders and gets stuff from them, also has them sign their business cards. So he has the vast archives. So it's a cool thing you do, Michael. And you have a card out there, you get to start signing your card, and here's your award. And the one person who really should say something more than anybody is the legend himself.
I can't say what Billy just said. That's a nice call.
I never repeat Billy.
Good plan. Most people know me. Everything I do is for everybody else, not myself. So this is greatly appreciated. But this whole thing for me it's more about what you're looking at right here. All these people and all the crazy things in that arcade right now, and everybody coming together and playing the games, experiencing history. I thank you more than me. So that's about all I got. I didn't write anything for this.
While Walter's busy over there, the thing that's important that I thought of while Brian was talking, everybody here, everybody that's received an award or a card has a place. Granted, everybody's got a small place in a big world. They got a part of history. They got a part of the culture that's going to drive forward, and let's face it, it'll live for probably forever. And the fact that they now have the award, they have the card, what they did, how they contributed is in writing. It'll never ever be lost to history. It's always going to be there. They're always going to be able to share it. Before times like this, before things were recorded like this, when different contributions people made left the last person's memory, it was gone, it was lost, it was unappreciated. And that's what Walter enjoys doing best, is giving that recognition. That's why I say he's not going anywhere, believe me, because he enjoys recognizing how people contribute. And some people say, oh, well, Brian says, oh, well, I just did this. It says, no, it brought us all here. It creates friendships amongst all of us. What he does is actually priceless. And now, when he's home and he sees it on his wall, he'll understand that what he does is priceless.
One last thing I want to tell you is that this amazing culture is being recognized more and more. For instance, Triforce, Isaiah Triforce Johnson is a pretty well-known legend in the modern esports and modern industrialization of esports industry out there. And he's here recording this right now and making this available all over the internet because he's one of the leading exponents of modern esports, recognizing the huge traditions that we are all part of and making sure that that stuff is not lost and is made available to all the modern generations, the modern industry leaders, the modern business leaders, to make sure that the culture and its legacy and its origins is known by everybody and is not lost or overshadowed by revisionists who are trying to rewrite history right now. So let's hear it for Triforce's efforts.
Old School Gamer Magazine. Raise your hand. He's there. Just tell him you know me. He's going to give you a magazine. He won't charge you. So it's a freebie for anybody who would like it.
Oh, I need to say something? These gentlemen, well, Walter's from Iowa and I'm from Iowa, and I appreciate Triforce. Iowa. We're a little state that most of you fly over. Billy and some others came out and helped celebrate Ottumwa, Iowa. I just want to say thank you to you guys since I didn't get an opportunity to see it last time. Oh.
So let's have one last round of applause for Todd Rogers, Tony Temple, Neil Hernandez, David Cruz, Steve Boyer, Stephen Clausen, Billy Mitchell, Brian James, Michael Vizzanti, Brian Cole, the legendary over-the-top, unstoppable Carl Drury, Marcel Gonzalez, Eric Stone, Emmy Crespo, and Triforce, Brian Colin, and what's his name? I mean, Billy's a good guy, even though he looks like one of those guys who are always trying to kill Bruce Willis. Billy doesn't like that joke.
No, it's fine. He either tells that one or when I was in Sweden, the girl came up and she goes, she fell down, and as she fell, I caught her before she hits the ground. She goes, thank you. You look like Tattadist. You look like Tattadist.
We're done in here. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Ritchie. Are you here, Steve?
He's right outside.
Okay, Steve, get in here. Thank you, everybody. So the cards are going to be laid out. We're going to be distributing them and autographing them, the whole thing. Okay?
That was unexpected.
You know about this?
No.
I didn't either.
He's gonna go thank him.
Yes.
If you're interested in meeting the legends, head up to the main hall. They're all going out that way. Next up, we have the Steve Ritchie panel. So you can stick around for that as well.
I don't know. I try to interact with them. It's like a dive. I try to initiate some interaction like it dies immediately.
Yeah, it's the same with me. I've tried contacting a lot of them over the years, and you never really hear back from them.
So you guys gonna stay here for hours more before I get some autographed trading cards and go get everybody's business card? You haven't made the round yet, have you?
Not yet.
Why don't you go do that? Because I gotta do tons of stuff. Then we'll hang out.
Okay.
Thank you. Let me give you a kiss. Thank you, Bob. By the way, back when we first started the Twin Galaxy scoreboard years ago, one of our biggest places that participated was Dunkirk, New York. They were one of the first places to have lots and lots of world champions come from. Dunkirk.
Wow, I never knew that.
That was back in 82, 83 that happened.
Yeah, that's when he was born, 82.
82?
In
What month were you born?
June.
June of 82. Okay, well we were doing a lot of stuff back in June of 82.
How old are you? Because you're close to my age.
Well, I was born May 14th, 1949.
Okay, you just, I was 51.
Okay.
So I'm 66. Yeah. When you started talking, I said, yeah, I remember all that stuff. Yeah, you know what? I was totally surprised.
Oh, yeah. We had to do it fast, so some signatures still have to be added. We'll figure it out. We have the whole thing.
He was,
You're going to hang it on the
wow.
wall? It's going to have cards.
I'm going to be back in. Where could I expect to meet you?